be new on the job, but she is already feeling the heat. There are accusations Port St. Lucie's Mayor Joanne Fiala admitted falsifying gang data while she worked at the city's police department. News Channel 5's John Shainman is live in Port St. Lucie with more. John?
Well, good evening, Kelly. Our news partners at Scripps Treasure Coast newspapers broke the story this morning online. What's at stake here was this memo from back in February of 2009. In it, newly elected Mayor Joanne Fiala said she was told by a supervisor to increase the number of gang members in the city of Port St. Lucie in order to secure federal grant funding. Now, Fiala was working at the time as a crime intelligence analyst. Now, the memo was from Fiala's new supervisor. He confronted her about some of the inaccuracies in those files. According to the memo, Fiala began to tear up and then said that some of the individuals that had been filed as gang members didn't meet the criteria to be labeled as such. So Fiala was asked to review the data and correct any errors. Well, she ended up taking sick leave 2 days after receiving that directive and eventually transferred to the records division in the police department. She eventually filed a complaint with the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. That complaint is still out there pending. Now, I caught up with the mayor just about an hour ago. She told me she's not resigning, that she didn't do anything wrong, and that this is just her political adversaries trying to get her back now that she's in office.
There's no allegations to the memo. I didn't even know a memo existed. Lo and behold, it pops up 19 months later. That shows me there's some foul play here, that they're trying to set me up. But there's nothing. The allegations were looked into with the major, and nothing came out of it. And that you will perform.
Mayor Fiala calls this a challenge, and she decided to make some comments because she ran on a campaign of transparency. Now, again, she told me she didn't even know that a memo existed until just last Friday. Now, back out live, the mayor says she hopes to put this episode behind her, although tonight there is a city council meeting. There's, of course, a chance that people may bring it up. The meeting starts at 7 o'clock. We'll tell you what happens tonight at 11. Live in Port St. Lucie, John Shainman, WPTV, News Channel 5.